topic because it is the summertime, as you can see, and a lot of people have been discussing transitioning. A lot of people also ask me questions about how did I transition. As we all know, there are two ways that you can transition. You can either grow it out naturally, or you can be spontaneous and do the big chop. Me personally, I was lame. But the only reason why I didn't do the big chop and grew my hair out naturally is because I was already natural. And I really didn't have trouble with my two textures transitioning together. So therefore it was really no need for me. In my head, it was no need for me to do the big chop. Plus, I was just used to having longer hair, so I was just a little frightened to go ahead and just cut it all off. But I do have two sisters who had perm hair, and they recently did the big chop, and they absolutely love it. So, like I said, I think it's just to each his own. Transitioning comes with a lot of things. You have to have regular haircuts. A lot of people do not realize that. I know I've talked to plenty of girls who have said, well, my ends doesn't really split that much. But, okay, I'm not going to say like, oh, my ends are chopping all over the place and spreading. But at the same time, it's just nice to keep your ends trimmed. Maybe if you want to say that your hair doesn't split as much, just do 3 to 4 months basically, because at the end of the day your hair always will look better with your ends trimmed. And not saying like, oh, just go scissor happy, but I'm just saying when a lot of people are transitioning and they're saying that they're having difficulty with like, oh, my hair is just not working the same, most likely it's because you need your ends clipped. You must deep condition your hair and moisturize it the correct way. Not saying that there are like bad ways or anything, but I'm saying sometimes people really don't realize that natural hair, especially for certain hair textures, especially I can say for is my hair will dry. It will literally become dry. Like, it may not look like it based on like, oh, like is you know, you'll see it nice now, but I'm just saying if I was to abandon my hair, it will be extremely dry. So make sure you are deep conditioning, maybe weekly or twice in a month or so. When it comes to washing, not for everyone, but I'm going to say majority, and especially me, I co-wash. And a lot of people probably don't know what co-washing is, so I'll let you know. Co-wash is when you use a cleansing conditioner instead of using like shampoos with sulfates in it. You want to avoid those when going natural. But you want to co-wash your hair. Maybe it just depends how often. Like me personally, I'll do maybe every 3 days, and that may be extreme for some people because I know some people don't like placing hot water on their hair as much, and they like maintaining certain hairstyles. But I'm a person that loves like doing different things with my hair like daily almost. So yeah, you want to co-wash. That's a big part of being natural. Which is using a conditioner for washing your hair. You're replacing your shampoo. And a great co-wash that I actually use is the As I Am co-wash. That is an amazing co-wash. And I know a lot of people want to transition to being natural, but then they continuously use heat. If you want to transition into natural, that's amazing. It's one thing to be natural, but it's another thing to be in the natural world. And to be in the natural world is literally not applying heat as often to your hair as most people will. If you really want to retain your length, the moisture, and just the overall health and look of your hair, you should definitely limit the amount of heat that you apply to your hair. I'm one of those people that was used to straightening my hair so much, and so now it's like, oh, I could go so long, but then after a while, it's like, I just want to see it straight, and you just want to get that different attitude about yourself, like, what? I got the straight hair, and I had curly, when going natural, to me, like, your whole mindset changed. It's not just about the hair. It's kind of a movement of being natural and being healthy within, just not only, with the hair, but your body and mentally as well. So with transitioning, you want to drink lots of water because your hair is just going to really appreciate that, and you can retain a lot of length, and your hair just be more vibrant and just beautiful and luscious the more water that you drink. Patience. Patience is key, because I promise you, it was so many times where I was gonna always stay natural, but it was so many times where I'm like, I'm so over this. I am so over wearing my hair natural, because it was some days where it was like, it's just not coming out right, and I'm a crybaby, and so I know, like, when my hair doesn't come out right, I'm not gonna lie, I know that sounds childish and really, but I'm a crybaby, and like, I would just like break down, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just gonna straighten it, and then, like I said, I'll recuperate myself, and I'll say, no, it's a purpose why I'm doing this, and I took so long to get my hair to, the way I want it to be, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to have the patience. Plus, you have to keep in mind, I have a hair goal. Like, I would love for my hair to be by my waist. I don't know when. I'm not gonna set a time limit, but that's my hair goal. And so, like I said, you just got to keep in mind what's the ultimate goal that you want for your hair. And if you feel that you have hit that goal, then that's one thing. But if you feel like you haven't, just stick to it and have the patience, and just know that I promise you, in the end, it is worth it. So, like, looking back at my old pictures, there's a big transition that I went. I'm gonna play some pictures at the end of this just to show you a little bit of my progress. But from the beginning, when I first started transitioning, my hair was completely dry. The look of my, like, afros is just, it was totally different. And like I said, you have to have patience. Just know that it will get better. How you look at the beginning is totally different with how you'll look at the end, with proper care and just love for your hair. Do not make it a big ordeal to be like, I don't know which products to use. Don't go out and buy like the most expensive, because I realize that sometimes the most expensive doesn't necessarily always work for me. I feel like a good collaboration of in the middle, low, and maybe one expensive product as well, because I could honestly say the most that I usually spend for my hair products, or maybe like 12, 15 or so. I did buy the little Diva gel, and I think that was like 20, but that was so expensive to me, and I use a lot of hair products, so I'm probably will never do that again, unless, like, I start just want to cash out on my hair products. But like I said, for most people, they don't like want to spend that much money, spend $300 on hair supplies every month. So like I said, you want to try to pick a product that's nice for you, that works for you, and hopefully it's in a nice price range. But don't go crazy over the products. And just because something says it's natural doesn't necessarily always mean that it's best for your hair type. Last but not least, when going natural, you have to have confidence. Like, your hair may be messed up, and you may not be feeling it, but you have to go out there with knowing that your hair is beautiful. Not because it's not even the fact, maybe it's not the hairstyle that you wanted to achieve, but the fact that you went natural, that's the accomplishment thus for you to have the confidence to say, this is just me. I'm sorry, this is my hair. I didn't abuse it. I didn't apply different things. I didn't place in anything else. This is my hair, so I'm gonna love it. And you have to have confidence, and then just the confidence exude off of you, where everybody else will be like, you know what, I probably wouldn't even liked it, but the way she's carrying it, she's rocking it natural. And I'm telling you, it'll be a whole different effect. So like I said, things may not always go right when wearing natural hair. Trust me, I know. But you have to remain confident and knowing that, well, this wasn't a good day, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to exude my confidence and let people know that I'm comfortable with my hair like this. Thank you all for listening. If you have like any more questions for transitioning, place them down. I'm always quick to respond. I hope you all like this video. I'm going to make another video with the products, using the products that I personally use next. But I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later, guys.